Hey, Tony here, Ram Ventures 2.0. What are we doing and where are we at? Well, where we're at, we're sitting alongside the road. There's a big coal field over here, big coal piles. But that ain't where we're going. What are we doing? Well, we're going to go car camp. And I've got a spot picked out up the way. It's a little bit of a drive to get there, but we're going to go ahead and get up there. And it's going to be near well, I'll tell you when we get there. How about cue that music? There it is. All right, let's get going. I think this is good. We made it to the back side of this cornfield. So we got corn right here, and then we got woods right there. There's a little road that runs right behind the corn. So we're set up pretty good. If I go to the edge where the corn's at, I'll probably see out the end of the road. Well, let me get out of the car and check this spot out. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be pretty good. I'm on the back side of this field. So, like I said, right there is all the corn. We got the woods right there. There's a road that drives up that way. And just on the edge, right around the corner, that area is plowed. So we got soybeans over there, a strip of corn, dirt, and it looks like more soybeans down there. I think we'll be good set up here. So I just wanted to walk down to the edge of this corn and show you that. It's a little bit more breezier than what I thought it was going to be. So I just peek around here. Now there is a road that we came in on that's all the way out there. I think we're going to be hidden back here just good enough. Might even see some deer activity. I might look around in the plowed area there quick to see if I see any footprints. But it looks like the woods here were actually logged not too long ago. See a lot of down tops of trees and things. A lot of underbrush. Yeah, this is a nice spot. Definitely have blue skies. So I'm not going to probably deploy the tarp. I'm just probably going to sleep with the hatch open. In fact, I'll probably just close it at night. I don't even think I'm going to put the SUV thing up with the screen because there's no bugs. So I'll just get the hatch open here, and I'm going to get my chair out. We got the Boatman again. Well, we got 100%. So we got our refrigerator, our bed. We're going to sleep right there. And I've got my cooking stuff, and it's supposed to get down to 47 degrees tonight, maybe a little lower, but that's all right. I'll show you what I got just in case it gets too cold. Yeah, so that's where I'm going to sleep. I'll put the hatch down at night, so I'm not going to deploy the tarp like I said. But one of the purposes of getting out here, it's the end of September, or very close to the end of September. I want to get our wood stove burned in. And I thought, what better of a place to do it than the backside of a cornfield? I guess. So I've got the wood stove. That's what we're going to be doing our hot tent stuff with. It is getting cooler, and I know the corn's going to be coming down a little bit later next month. They'll start harvesting that, and we won't have this protection. So we're going to hide in the back of the corn here. Okay, I got to get that wood stove out. So I've got it up in the car carrier. I just carried all with me all the time. That way it's right here and it's accessible. I'm going to go ahead and get that all set up. This is the Tomount, T-O-M-O-U-N-T. titanium wood stove. This is our hot tent stove, but I used it out in the Arizona desert to cook on while we were out there traveling across America. So that was the last time that I actually had it fired up. I've got some wood right there that I'm going to process for it, and yeah, that's what we're going to cook on tonight. All right, as you can see, I've got my gloves on. So I think it's pronounced toe mount, not two mount. I always say two mount, but I think it's toe mount. So this is the flue for it, and this is what goes up through the hot tent. I've only put this thing out together once, and I had a bear of a time doing it. So I want to practice with this and make sure I can actually do it so that when we do go hot tent camping, because it's going to be cold, we don't have any problems. So this is the flame arrestor or spark arrestor that goes on the top. You can see guy lines right here that you run out, especially if it's windy. You don't want that thing toppling over. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and roll this out and see if I can figure this out. So far, so good. It's a lot better than I did before. I think that's because it's been burned in once. So after today, it should even be easier. If that was it, that was perfect. Now I just got to get the stove set up and get it on the stove. Yeah. I'm shocked at how easy that went together. I really am, because I struggled with that. But it was in the middle of winter and it was cold. But this is the top. There's a plate that goes over here that covers that. There you go. So that's the top. And then this is the body and everything of the unit. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that together. I won't hold you on for this. But this is the grate that you stack the wood on inside. Okay. So I'm going to look for a spot right over here so that when I put that spark arrestor on, I can run some guy lines. But I'm thinking I don't want it over in this area, because if I've got to pack up and leave quick, it's not in our road, because I'm not sure if I can go that way. I might have to back up, but we're kind of stuck in here if I put it right behind us. Okay, I've got to put this on next. Okay, I got the pipe, the flue pipe up. That was amazing. It was a little hard getting it on top of the stove, but I got it, and it didn't start coiling up before I got it. So this time was amazing, really, really well. If it goes that good next time, we're good. But so because it's so tall and we don't have the hot tent up, I want to make sure I support it with guy lines. Now, I got one run over to the tree, one to the car, but because it's so high, usually I can tie to the hot tent. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use some paracord to extend my guy line. I want to get the third one on there, then we're all set. So there we have it, and there's the flue pipe. You can see it goes up pretty high. That's a high flue pipe. And then I do have the guy lines, so I've got one run over there to that tree. You can see the orange one there tied to that limb. Then the other one I've got just right over here. Oh, look at that sun going down. That's awesome. So that's tied to a downed branch right there. And then the last one I just got around here, around the car, and I've just got it strung right to the top of the car. You can see it up there. So that should hold it if we keep getting wind. It looks like the wind's dying down though, which is a good thing. There you have it. I'm probably gonna just hunker down here for a little bit. I want to let the sun get a little lower before I fire this hot tent stove up, because I don't want smoke to be visible. So we want to get more into dusk. Right now it's too bright out, and you'll see if this thing lights smoky, and I can't take that chance. All right. So I'm going to just get my chair out, do that kind of stuff. Just kind of hang out at camp. All right. Okay. So the sun's going down. It's not there yet. So I still don't feel comfortable about lighting off the fire. The breeze did pick up again, so we're going to be pulling a nice draft up through that flue. So I did process the wood. You can see that I got the hatchet there. So that Gerber hatchet, man, that thing's sharp. I split some of that wood. You can see it laying there on the side. And then some bigger chunks. Those are going to go in the stove. I did grab some twigs as well. But while we're waiting, why don't I tell you what we're having for dinner? All right, take a look at this. So we're going to cook everything in this fire maple non-stick skillet. I love this thing. So there we have it. That's what we're having. So this is going to be beef cubes. I've got those. That's going to go in the pan. We've got green pepper. We got mushroom and stem pieces. So we're going to saute that up. We've got red onion or purple onion. And then we're going to throw some classic cut, seriously sharp Vermont shredded sharp cheddar cheese. Oh, yum. And then we're going to stick that on an artesian bun or brioche bun. It's artisanal, made by Sara Lee. So we're going to do that, put all that together. We got it on our cutting board that Shade Tree America made for us. I think I'm got about maybe a half an hour yet till we can start cooking. Yes, I am going to say we are going to go ahead and fire that stove up. The sky's starting to gray up a little bit because it's turning into dusk. All right, let me get that lit. Yeah, it's starting to come up through the flue now. So we got a little bit of smoke. So I'm going to get that dampered down because we're putting some smoke through the woods. Good thing we're waiting till it's a little darker. I think we got that burning pretty good now. It's heating up. I'm not going to throw any more wood on it. I'm just regulating the fins on the side and stuff to get it burning nice and hot. So you can see the little vents in the front here. I got them dampered down. So Tomont sends this here with it. I like this because you can grab this lid and pick it up. Very easy. Oh, look at that burning in there. It's looking good and hot. So we should be able to cook real soon. So I got the beef cubes in the pan. I've got our trusty GPS, which is our what? Garlic, pepper, and salt. So that's the 2.0 mixture there. So I'm going to take this over to the fire and I'm going to get this set on top of the stove. Let's start cooking. So I am probably going to remove the lid so that we can, well, let me just start it out like this. Get our GPS on there. Oh, that's, can you hear it sizzling already? Ooh, that smells good. My mushrooms in there. And then I'm going to put the green peppers in because that meat's starting to cook really good. So there's our purple onion and our green pepper. I think our biggest challenge we're going to have is for you to see how good this looks while it's cooking because of the lighting. Yeah, I'm not over at the car. I do have a light underneath my hanging from the tripod, but I don't want it to brighten it up too much. But I want it enough so you can see it. So we're just going to keep stirring this around, letting it cook down. Get those peppers and onions. Oh, I didn't realize I made so much. I'm going to remove that lid, and I'm going to cook right over top of the hole, right over top of the flame. So we want to make sure that we keep our fire maple handle back away, because from what I understand, someone commented and said they melt. I haven't known that to be the case. Oh, that is really bubbling now. Man, is that smelling good. Yeah. Look at the night sky. Isn't that so awesome? That's one of the nice things about being outdoors. You know, you can hear the crickets, the night sounds coming alive, the sizzling of our steak and peppers and onions and mushrooms. Yeah. I'll tell you, once I lifted that lid off and dropped this right over top of that hole where that flame can kiss the bottom of the pan and heat it up even quicker, that's gone fast now. Won't be too long, it'll be bon appetit. Yeah, this stove is really working good. I think we got it dialed in. It is cooling off quite a bit, and just being around this stove, I don't have to put my top on. I'm still in a short sleeve shirt and getting hungry. Okay, I think it's done. I've got to put cheese on this yet, but I am going to go ahead and close up this lid on this thing because we're done with that. One thing about cooking on top of a wood stove is you don't have knobs to turn the temperature down or to turn it off. So we're gonna just stick our lid back on, cover that hole up. All right, we're just waiting for the cheese to melt. Like I said, I got an animal screaming over my shoulder. You can keep hearing it. He's like, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, you hear that? I forget what kind of animal that is. I don't remember. Oh boy, this is getting cheesy. Wonder if I should add some more cheese to it. No, I think that's good. Oh, this non-stick pan is perfect. Look at that. You probably can't see it. But yeah, you hear him going, wah, over my shoulder. There is a bobcat in this area too. And there's supposedly some around the area. I didn't even think about it. I could have brought my night vision glasses. Yeah, then I could probably see that. Oh well. Hey, I don't care about that. I want to eat. Okay, let's go plate up. Oh, look at that. I don't know if it's coming across as good as it smells, but it certainly looks good. So that's got our green peppers and our red onions, mushrooms, our cheese. And we got some oozy cheese on there. That's for sure. Ooh, I got enough for a couple. I think I'm going to only eat one, though. All right. Well, let me get the rest of this on this bun and close it up, and I'll spin around and talk to you. There it is. That's funny. Oh, you can still hear that thing screaming down there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks delicious. we're gonna see how it tastes. I mean, you can't go wrong with beef cubes, onions, peppers, mushrooms. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Mmm. Wow. That is flavored down. Yes, it is. Oh, that is really good. I had a thought to maybe cut the cubes a little smaller. No need. No need. We'll just throw them on there. They were about an inch. Whereas on my lights shading everything out. Oh, but there's that beef. Very good. Well, I'm going to finish eating this. Go sit by the fire. Because like I said, I still have a t-shirt on. It's a little cooler away from the fire. I might throw my top on. Yeah, let me do that. Yeah, got this jacket on. There must be train tracks that way because I just heard, well, yeah, I think I drove over train tracks. I just heard a train blowing its horn. Yeah, but I put another log on the fire to get it stoked up a little bit more, and I'm gonna sit down and eat my sandwich. That's a long train. I don't know if you can pick it up or not. That's a long train. So I ate my sandwich. I came back over here. I'm digging into it, just eating right out of the pot. So because I have the refrigerator, I'm gonna take and put this in a bag and stick it in the refrigerator for another meal at another time. Because I got a dessert. And we ain't having pickles tonight. If you guys have been watching, I've been trying different pickles. But no pickles tonight. We're having something else. The horn. That must be a second train. Because it's going that way, the other one went that way. That fire is doing great. Burning that stove in perfectly, so I've got quite, I only had a little bit of wood. That thing's been burning, oh, it's gotta be at least 2 hours now. And I've used very little wood. So when you damper it down, it lasts a lot longer. So, well, I'm gonna have dessert, but before I have dessert, I actually, when I was getting those beef cubes, I picked this up. So, you're not gonna be able to see it. Oh, there you can see it. If you're wondering what that is, and I'm not going to eat a whole bunch of it. I could eat this whole thing. So I'm going to put it on some Triscuit thins. There we go. So I only want to eat a couple of these because it's so good. We, at my one daughter, for our grandson's birthday party, they had this. And we had it at another birthday party. So, of our other grandson's birthday party. So we had it at 2 birthday parties. And it is delicious. I was at the store I saw they had it, and I'm like, I got to get this. So what is it? All right. Can't open it. I don't know what it is. Oh, I can't open it. I can't grip it with my hand. Oh. Okay, so that was a chore. All right, so it is. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's called hoagie dip. So it's got, looks like pieces of ham and cheese, lettuce, tomato, onions, mayonnaise, all kinds of stuff. So that's all in here. So we're gonna take a couple crackers, dip those in here, and see what they taste like. Yum. If you've ever gotten a Italian hoagie and didn't eat it right away, you kind of took it home, let it sit for a while, or even the next day, that's what that tastes like. That mayonnaise and everything, all the flavors kind of soaked together. Great stuff. I don't know how it's made. I don't know what all goes in it. But I think my daughter's looked it up on Pinterest. And yeah, it's a big thing. And I don't have to make it because I got it in this little cup. I'm going to have one more piece, then we're going to get to dessert. Okay, I put that away. I still got my spoon in my hand. All right. Yeah. Like I said, Dad is doing really good over there. I went ahead and I opened the dessert first. So when I bought that, I saw this sitting right next to it. So why not? I was planning on not cooking dinner or dessert, only because I wasn't sure how I was going to do with the stove. My main purpose of coming out here tonight, get to a place where I'm hidden and I can fire off that stove and let it burn. And we're doing that. So I wasn't planning on cooking a dessert, but I bought one. And I went to Irish Isles. It's a butcher shop in Shamokin. So I went there. That's where I got the beef tips and got that other dip. So that's where that's at. So what are we having for dessert? Blueberry cheesecake. Look at that. Oh, nice. So we're gonna have blueberry cheesecake. And I saw this on the shelf and I was like, ooh, I gotta have that. And I stuck it in the refrigerator and I was hoping we'd get out tonight that I could eat it. Yum. Oh, I love cheesecake. And it's cold because it was in the refrigerator. Yep. You can see the stars are out nice. I don't think it'll pick it up in the camera. I can try. But you can hear all the crickets. And like I said, we're right next to the corn. I don't know if I can turn the phone around. It's probably, I don't think I got enough light. Oh, there it is. There's the corn. That's kind of a little spooky. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, sell your mind. Yeah. Dessert is delicious, though. You see the wind blowing through the corn stalks. I'm almost done with my dessert. I ate about half of it so far. But I was just noticing there's the Big Dipper right there. You can just see the handle and pot coming down. Well, you can't see it yet. I can't film it with the, it just won't film in video. Maybe I'll try to take a night picture of some stars and stuff. But let me try to get the, Big Dipper here. And then I'm going to finish my dessert. Fire's doing really, really good. So I'm going to hang out here and just sit by the fire. Just monitor it a little bit. But you can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera or not, but it's cherry red right there. So we've got some good heat going up there. I'm going to damper it down just a little bit so that our wood lasts longer. It's burning perfect. Yeah. And very nice and warm. So if I was in the hot tent right now, I would be in a t-shirt. So, yes, I would. Yeah, beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful night. No bugs. So that's why I'm glad I didn't put the bug net up. I didn't need it. So we just got here, got right to work, doing our stuff. Yeah. And it's cool enough that I want to keep the hatch closed. And like I said, I'm going to show you, if it gets too cold, I've got something to heat myself up in there with. It's actually the little buddy heater, but I'll show you where I got that placed. So I'm kind of getting into the fall, winter mode with the vehicle as well. So, yeah, I really appreciate you coming along. I certainly do. Yeah, we've had a great run over the last couple of videos here. They've been doing really well. So I've got the car all set up with fairy lights. So it'll be all ready when we climb in. And then I hit the car, the key fob, and it closes the door. It closes. I'll show you that when we get in there. I probably won't run the heater, but I'll probably show you how I got it set up, and I'll probably turn it on for a second and then turn it back off. Very relaxing. Very, very, very relaxing. Yeah. So if we were climbing into the hammock and the hammock hot tent, I would load the stove up, damper it down like I just did, and then just let it burn. And if I get up in the middle of the night, throw another log in, damper it down, just kind of keep it maintained. But the amount of wood that we used, and for as long as this thing has been running and heating, it used very little wood. Very little wood. That's a good thing. Yes, it is. All right. I'll talk to you when I get in the car. Okay, I got this car lit up. So you've got the fairy lights in there, and I also got that LED light. I've only got that on right now because I want to show you the inside of the car, how it looks. But you can see right over there, I've got right in front of the refrigerator. That's the little buddy right there. So this is my pillow, and this is where I lay. So there's my water. But I am going to crawl in here, and then I'm going to get the hatch closed. And our fire is still burning. It's dialed in. So that was a great run with the stove tonight. So we'll see if we still got some hot coals in the morning. I got it dialed back really good, so it should last for a long time. All right, we're in. So this is our fairy lights. This is our fan right here, if you haven't seen the car before. So I've got the little buddy right there. Let me close the hatch. So I have a CO2 detector too. That's over there. So get that on. I'm not going to run the little buddy because it's cool, but it's not cold yet. So what I do is I always push the button You hear it beep twice. And then down comes the hatch. So this is us in the back of the Subaru Outback. I do have quite a bit of room in here. Like I can put my knee out and things like that. But like I said, I've got the little buddy heater right here. We don't need that. And this is way more light than is usually in here. Usually it's just the fairy light. Let me see if I can close that. I'll just put a cup over it, a pot over it. So this is usually what it looks like when I'm laying in here. Just got a little bit of fairy light here, just enough, to give you enough light to see around. But that's on remote control. I can turn that off. So let me show you the little buddy heater and how I've got that set up right here. Positioned just right. So here you can see the little buddy. So if I want to turn it on, I just get it to light, give it a good, I think it's usually 2 pushes. Yeah, it gets the pot light lit, and then you just turn it to low. There she goes. I'll close this so you can see it flaming up there. Now that's going to make it very warm in here very quick. So I am not going to run it. Oh yeah, that's on low, and I already feel it. Very much so. So at night, what I'll do is if I get too cold, I'll just run it for like 5 minutes, turn it off, and it retains the heat inside here very well. Yep, that's off. Okay, like I said, we're not going to use the little buddy. I don't think we'll need it at all tonight. And if I get any cooler, I always got the top quilt right there. I'll get it pulled out. But until tomorrow morning, you have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Lights out. And my hat. Oh, goodness. I slept like a rock. It's getting late. I think I just looked. It's 8:15 already. Yeah. Let's get this day started. So this was perfect. You can see I got the top quilt out because it did get a little cold last night. It got down to 44 degrees. I did kick a little buddy on for about 5 minutes just to check it out right around 3 o'clock in the morning. But very comfortable. All right, well, I think it's time for coffee and breakfast. What are we having? I don't know. You have to wait and see. Let me beep, beep the door open. There we have it. Yeah, the stove flue held up good. It's still standing. That's great. Oh, look at the corn. Yeah, it's blowing around. It's a little breezy out this morning, but it's not cold. It's warming up pretty good. Like I said, it's about 8:15. And we got to get some coffee made. And I'm going to pull the table out. I think I'm going to use the Vietnamese power generator and get our griddle and cook us some breakfast and drink us some coffee. All right, so let me get that stuff done and I'll bring you back. Yeah, corn's pretty cool. So I've got the table all pulled out and it's on the legs. You can see I put a little thing there to make it level and I leveled up our griddle as well because we don't want our stuff sliding to the side. So let me point you down here so you can see what we're having. Ta-da! So I'm going to do some of the shake and pour pancakes. So we're going to do pancakes. So we got our spring tree maple syrup to put on that. We've got
2 brown eggs. We've got bacon, and that's still the bacon that we've got from the last 2 videos. So we're having the bacon. We're going to do all that up on this griddle here, and we're going to use that Voteman. Then we're going to heat some water up in our kettle. Now this is, we're going all electric this morning. So we've got our coffee grinder. We're going to grind our coffee. These are the coffee beans. We got whole coffee beans here, and these are the ones that Emma Brown had sent us. That's that Nicaraguan and Guatemalan mix. The 2.0 anytime coffee bean. Yes. And we're going to do a little bit of creamer in there, a little bit of half and half. Now this is, I'm not going to do a pour over this morning. When Emma had sent us the coffee grinder, the hand grinder, she also sent this, and this is a French press cup. So we're going to do a French press this morning. Get some water started. A very fine grind on our coffee, and we just pour that right in there. I want it more of an espresso kind of a flavor. So then we just stick this top right on here, and then pour our hot water in here. And then when it's all done, we push it down, and then we got a travel lid that can seal it up, and that's how we're going to drink it. So we're going to do that first. With that water steaming, it only takes about a minute and a half to heat that water up. While our eggs are going there, we're going to press this down. That's our French press. Oh, look at that coffee. So I left room for cream because we're putting cream in it. All right, let me do that. And I got to finish the eggs, and then I'll bring you back when we're ready to eat. I grabbed my stool. It was over there by the fire, by the wood stove for last night. That thing worked out perfect. Oh, and this breakfast looks perfect. Yeah, it does. Oh, my goodness. So, I think this is the first time I've ever been out camping that I've eaten like this. So, we've got a bacon and 2 dippy eggs. We got pancakes. Got 4 nice-sized pancakes. We got our syrup. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Does it get any better than this? Yeah. And we got a great view, too, with the corn right there. And this was a perfect night. Perfect camping spot. So, let's dig into the pancakes and see how they taste. Oh, before I do that, I am going to have a sip of my coffee. Got to get the day started. Salute. Cheers. Good morning. Oh, that is really good. Yep. So French press, like I said, it's different than drip coffees and stuff. So whenever you can do a pour over or a French press, you just get so much more flavor out of the grind. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Try to use my stroke arm. I got to remember to do that. Pancakes are good. I should have done homemade pancakes. That would have been a little much. All right, so we got our bacon. Bacon's always amazing. And then we got our dippy egg. So what I am going to do is I've got to break down camp. Get the stove down, get the pipe down. Pack up the wood we didn't use. So we're going to do that. after breakfast. And I want to give a quick shout out to Johnny D and Mary Torres. They're the ones that provided the stove last year, and it's been a real blessing. It really has. And I'm looking forward, because we got it late in the year last year, so we didn't have much snow. In fact, we didn't have much snow at all last year. I think we had one snowstorm, if you could even call it that. So I'm hoping that we can get some more snow and get out there in the snow with the hot tent. We will be using it even if there's not snow. So just out in the cold, but it's always better with snow. Yum. Well, I'm going to sit here, eat breakfast, relax. I don't got to really pack the car up except for slide the table back in. And if you didn't see, I didn't show you me sliding the table out. I do that in other videos. So, yeah. But it just slides out, and I got it on the tailgate. Not tailgate, but the back of the car. And I only drop the one side down. So, then it makes a little table. And then I sit on my stool, and I eat right here. Okay. I'm going to keep eating. Okay, so we are all done. That was a great overnight. And I want to say I really appreciate you coming along. And I should do this at the very beginning of the video, and I always wait till the end. But if you like this, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe. And then hit that notification bell right up there, because, hey, you never know what we're going to be doing. And that notification bell will let you know when we're on our next adventure. So I try to do one every week, and it's been working out great, and I hope you've been enjoying them. But we got to get out of here. I think I'm going to back up that way. So I'm going to go ahead and say cue the music, right? Oh, there it is. All right. So, hey, remember, it's just one adventure at a time, and if you can't get out and have your own adventure, keep coming along with me. I think we're having an awesome time. At least we're eating good. So, yeah, it's not a cooking channel. It's actually a camping channel, but I cook too. So, all right. Well, hey, take a look at these names, and remember, it's Tony 2.0 out. So these names are the ones that have supported the channel in different ways. And if you want to do that too, you can. All right, we'll see ya.